I was looking at this particular photo of President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga, which was taken yesterday during the official launch of signature collection for the BBI referendum. And I asked myself several questions. And one of the major question which I asked myself was whether it would have been possible to have this kind of photo, assuming the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto attended this particular event. Do you think if Ruto had attended this event, we would be having this kind of photos today? But that's not the main topic for today. Today, I want us to look at 5 major reasons why I strongly believe the Building Bridges Initiative referendum is going to pass, despite the perception which has been created in this country that the process is unpopular. But before we go into all those details, if you are watching this video for the first time, I want you to take a second or two, just a second or two, and click the subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. Now back to the main issue. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga yesterday officially launched the signature collection for the BBI referendum, which means one thing, that the process is going to be escalated to the next level. And in my considered opinion, that was the most difficult stage in this entire process. Because number one, there is no way you can go out there and collect signatures without a bill. There's no way. And again, IEBC must also approve the format in which you are going to collect the signatures. But it doesn't end there. Assuming you fail to get the required signatures, then it marks the end of the process. So yesterday was a significant day for the Building Bridges Initiative proponents. Because remember, we still have several steps. Let me just take you through a bit before we go into the 5 reasons why I think the BBI process is going to pass. The next stage after this, of course, yesterday it was a launch. So from tomorrow or from yesterday, these guys are going to start collecting signatures. By law, you must have 1 million signatures of registered voters. So the IBC, these signatures will be collected, then submitted to IBC. Then IBC is going to verify. And I'm informed by yesterday night when I was talking to someone who is deeply involved in this particular process, he was telling me that already 800,000 people have already appended their signatures online. So what he was not sure was whether all those were genuine or some were aided by those cows, kettles, donkeys we witnessed yesterday. So that's the next stage. Then from there, it's going to go to IBC for verification. And in this stage, it's also going to be very easy because IBC made a mistake during the Punguza Mzigo initiative. When they were put to task, they said that their work is not to verify signatures. Their work is to verify whether the details match what is in their records. So basically, these guys will just pick the database and send them to them. So it means if someone appended his signatures as donkey, that's basically what's going to be used. So anybody who is thinking that by drawing a cow is frustrating or is undermining the process, they should be warned. So that one is going to easily pass. And again, unlike Okoa, Kenya, which the government was against, this is pro-government. So which means the government is going to influence for the signatures to be approved. Then the third stage, which is also very difficult, is the county assembly approvals. So from IBC, it will go to county assemblies for approvals. And already 2 counties had gone to Supreme Court. I think it was Kericho and Nandi, to seek for some clarifications from the Supreme Court on this particular process. But at the county level, these guys will need 24 counties. Yesterday, I saw over 30 governors attending this event. So likely, these guys are going to get 30 or more governors supporting this particular initiative. Then from there, after the county assemblies, because that's another anybody who wants to stop this process can stop it at the county assemblies. You can go to county assemblies and convince them not to vote for this process or to vote for this particular bill. But assuming they'll manage to get 24, which I don't think is a big problem to them, then it moves to the next level, which is the National Assembly, Parliament. So Parliament can decide to vote yes or no. But whichever way it will go in Parliament will have to be subjected to referendum. So there are certain sections which will have to go to a referendum. So once it's there, then we go to the referendum. And once we are at the referendum stage, then it means now people will have to decide. You'll be given two choices. You either vote for it or you vote against it. But do you think this particular process can be defeated? Because it's not going to be the first time, if it will be defeated, for a referendum to be defeated. Raila Odinga and his no camp defeated Moi Kibaki and his yes camp. It's possible. But I don't think with this one here, it's going to be possible. Why am I saying so? 5 reasons. Number 1 is that this particular process is a government project. So BBI is actually a government project. Remember the yes campaign and the no campaign, the banana. Moi Kibaki was caught off guard. So he was not well prepared. I am sure if he had been prepared enough, Moi Kibaki would not have allowed Raila Odinga and the Orange to defeat it. State machinery, being a government project, is going to be deployed in this particular referendum. But who is going to have advantage? Raila Amolo Odinga. Why? Raila Odinga has been campaigning in this country as an outsider. If Raila Odinga was to attend a rally in Kakamega from Nairobi, he would spend his resources. His team will mobilize. But because this is a government machinery, so it means even the chiefs, the assistant chiefs, the DOs, the county commissioners, the police in the area will be told to help him. Because Raila Odinga is going to be the face of this particular campaign. So because it's a government project, these guys are going to put all the efforts to ensure its success. Number 2 is the tyranny of numbers. And probably this is the biggest headache for the Deputy President William Samoei Ruto, and why he might be forced to actually support this particular process. Because it's not going to be easy to defeat Raila Odinga and to defeat President Uhuru Kenyatta at the same time, those two gentlemen. I don't think it's going to be possible. Just like if we had Ruto and Raila on one side, it would be very difficult again to defeat that camp. But now we have Uhuru Kenyatta with the state machinery and Raila Amolo Odinga with the people. How are you going to defeat them? So these guys have tyranny of numbers. In the last election, Uhuru Kenyatta got the entire central Kenya. Raila Odinga got Nyanza, Coast, Western, and the rest. So which means today, if you add central and Raila Odinga strongholds, you are done. That's the reality. So these guys have the tyranny of numbers. And they want to prove that they still have numbers at the referendum. Number 3, there is no clear leadership to lead the no campaign. President Uhuru Kenyatta and Raila Odinga have tried so much to push the deputy president to take charge of the no campaign. The DP has refused to swallow that bait. And I'm foreseeing a situation where tomorrow William Ruto is likely to declare that he's going to support this particular referendum. His team were very clear that they were not going to involve themselves in this campaign. That the deputy president is going to focus solely on his 2022 presidential bid. I don't think that's going to be possible. But because of those confusion, there is no clear leadership in no camp. Kivutha Kibwana has offered to lead the no camp. But he can only lead it if the deputy president is going to to oppose. From all indications, I'm not sure whether the deputy president, William Ruto, is going to take the risk to oppose this particular report or process. Opposing it will mean opening a war with President Uhuru Kenyatta in central Kenya. He wouldn't want to do that. It would mean spending his money on the campaign. I don't think the deputy president is prepared for that. So let us wait and see. The civil society, I'm not sure whether they will be willing to take a lead in this campaign. David Ndii is trying, but he's being accused that I'm a Lamba, a Sally. Who else can lead it? So because of that, they will easily pass it. Number 4, this process or project, the BBI, is one of President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy. So Uhuru Kenyatta is going to do everything possible to make it succeed. The BBI process or referendum is also key to Raila Odinga 2022 presidential bid. That's the other reality. And that's why Raila Odinga has insisted that he will only declare his bid after the referendum. So it means if the referendum is going to pass, Raila Odinga is going to get the momentum. So he's going to do everything possible to make sure that it succeeds. What about President Uhuru Kenyatta? Uhuru Kenyatta is the president of the Republic of Kenya. He would not want to go into history again as a president who was defeated at the referendum the way Mwai Kibaki was defeated. And being one of his legacy projects, the handshake. Because let's face it, there is no way. In fact, I'm going to do a video on William Ruto's dilemma over the Building Bridges Initiative process. He doesn't know whether to support it or not to support it. But this is President Uhuru Kenyatta's legacy. Uhuru is going to make sure that the handshake succeeds. If BBI is going to be defeated, then the handshake shall have been defeated. Uhuru Kenyatta has spent a lot of time, resources, and energy on this Building Bridges Initiative process, from the time they had the handshake up to now. And lastly, I think this BBI process is likely to succeed because of 2022 politics. Raila Odinga is interested in 2022 politics. So he's going to do everything possible to make sure it goes through. I saw Musalia Mudavadi at KICC yesterday, which means Musalia Mudavadi is also hoping for the success of this Building Bridges Initiative referendum. William Ruto might also just decide to support it, because without supporting it, it means he's going to oppose it. And with opposing it, it would mean that should it fail, then it's going to lose the momentum for 2022. Again, we wouldn't want to face President Uhuru Kenyatta in a contest. I'm sure about that. And because of those 2022 politics dynamics, this process is going to succeed. In fact, my projection is that it's going to pass. Assuming the deputy president is going to support it, it's going to pass with around 85%. If he's not going to support it, then it's going to pass with around 60%. I don't know your thoughts. But do you think there is anything which can make this particular process to fail? I've looked at all those options, because for it to fail, it would mean several things. Propaganda. You saw these guys trying to twist those propaganda. So come on, in church, you're using church, they've fixed it. If you're using ombudsman, they are saying now it will now not be president, judiciary. If you're talking of IBC appointments, they're now saying a panel. But it's them who will still appoint members to that panel. So propaganda will not work. Is it a bad document? They baited you guys, pointed out the weaknesses. Once you pointed out the weaknesses, then they unleashed the process, the real document. Let me end there. Thank you guys, and please, if you're watching this video for the first time, take a second or two and click the subscribe button. And for those who support this channel, I want you guys to continue supporting it. And how do you support it? Click subscribe button if you have not yet subscribed. And don't forget to check that notification. Share the video to your friends or with your friends. Drop your comments, and or just give the videos thumbs up. Thank you guys, and please may you have a good day.